Unleashing Brilliance is a project we run for students in Year 7, 8 and 9. This year we had greater interest from the boys, and as a result we ran 3 separate groups, with Miss Maurer taking Year 7, Miss Lang taking Year 8 and myself taking Year 9. At the start of the process, the boys completed a unit of work on the design process, looking at the research, the planning and the development phase and the testing phase of their projects. The boys were working on a project of their choice, and at the end of the project they designed a poster to document their journey. As a result of their work, tonight you get to see that journey and what they've been up to in the Unleashing Brilliance project.
Ethan and I worked together to create a story. This was a story about all the weapons that are available in a zombie apocalypse.
From normal weapons, which are like things that are used in everyday lives, and then some mythical, which are like weapons from people's imaginations.
At this stage, we're up to the final drawings. The final product will be with our story fully pressed with a good cover and having the pages be straight and aligned. The biggest challenge is going to be pressing the story, because so far it's all been smooth sailing. We understand what we're doing and we've got our cover almost ready.
For our Unleashing Brilliance project, we're going to be constructing a protein cake. A cake that can aid people who may be suffering from obesity to eat a delicious treat that at the same time is aiding their weight loss.
We're just sort of getting like the ingredients, how we're going to bake it and all, like how we're going to do it, and then we're pretty much sort of up to where we have to get the ingredients.
Well, the particular challenge we had to overcome was discovering how much protein we could actually put in a cake without making it like clump together and not be a cake. And we overcame this by searching up on Google. And we found that you can substitute a third of the flour for protein and it'll still raise like a normal cake, which aids our project quite a bit.
The end result will be we're going to have a cake that is going to be free for anyone to have. It will make them lose weight, make them feel better in life, and they'll still be able to eat food that they like.
And we'll also have a poster that explains the ingredients we've put in, the goal that what we're trying to achieve, and everything about the cake so that everyone knows exactly what they're eating when they put the cake in their mouth.
We're doing the basic parts of a GT3 race car.
Basically, we're just finding out the key roles for each part of the car.
Yep. And finding what components of the car makes it racing.
At this stage right now, we are around halfway to 3/4 through.
We're going to make a poster with all the parts labelled up on it. So
the aspects on how it makes the car race worthy and how it defines its GT3.
For our project, we're building a sheep feeder with hay and grain. We wanted to make it useful and something that we could use around the farm.
So we worked on the problem in agriculture, and then we chose one, which was get to feed stock and that. We started coming up with ideas and drawing feeders.
We ended up changing what our original plan was. We were going to big grain feeder, but then we figured out that was going to take too much time. It was going to be hard to do.
So we went for an easier and simpler design.
Throughout this project, I think we have learnt a lot, that not everything's as easy as it seems to build, get the designs of.
For Unleashing Brilliance this year, we decided to make a game up.
So it incorporates agility and stamina.
The game's basically a mix of AFL, a lot of ball sports, netball, so you can't move when the ball's not, when you have the ball. And yeah, just incorporates stamina and speed.
Yeah, and the fields are 50 by 50, so it's half of a footy field, and yeah.
We've been working up to the point where we're able to play the game now, so that's what we're doing today.
We've finished all the work on laptops and paper, so we've made our poster, and we're just trying to get the rules complete, finish the game, and then we'll be good to present it.
A couple of the rules didn't add up, so we had to change it a little bit, like the onside. It was a bit hard to pass, so we changed that to about 5 metres or 10.
Probably the size of the field needs to be a little bit smaller, it's a bit big.
When we were working on the post, I had a couple of ideas that just didn't really work out, so we had to find one idea and stick to it.
We need to have a few more players before we play.
Yeah, our game kind of consists of teams of 7 or 8 people aside, and today we only had 5, so we had uneven teams, so we've sort of got to gather up a few more people to play.
What we've done is we've made a potato launcher with like an air pressure cannon.
We're focusing mainly on the design process and the different things that you need to do to have a successful project when we're doing it, and less on what the project itself is.
Today we're mainly working on finishing touches for our poster and finalising it.
To create the launcher itself, the air cannon, it requires a lot of resources and things that we can't get at school, and so we're mainly focusing on the practical side of it in our own time at home and things, and then from there we'll develop it and get some photos to put onto our poster.
What we wanted to do for our launcher was we wanted to create it so it could shoot a potato or a small object over about 25 metres, I think it was.
We were hoping to test it obviously before the end of Unleashing Brilliance, the time we had at school. Due to a few different reasons we haven't got around to it, and so we're hoping that in the future hopefully we are successful, and we'll have to see what happens from there.
Our project was building a city. So I decided to plan a city because it's been something that I've been very interested in for a while. Been looking at city planning, stuff like that, and I've been making a variety of different maps. The whole process has been, finding a location, figuring out what to put in it, and through this we've used programs like Google My Maps to create transportation networks as well as roads where we're going to put things, just like modern cities today.
We created a Google site to showcase all of our work and all the factors of making the city livable for the people.
So at the moment in our project, we're also implementing like a case study into it as well. So we've been researching different aspects that make a city really good, which will be on our Google site. Also what we've been doing is we've been starting to look at maps and trying to map out where different parts of the city will be.
So on the night we'll have our site to showcase and our poster explaining all the key factors of our city and what makes a city, essentially.
I'd just like to thank Mrs. Hughes and everyone involved in the Unleashing Brilliance program. They've really made our minds expand a lot within this process that's been a few months now, and going out of this I can really figure out what really needs to be in a city and how we can plan it for the future.
Thanks, Unleashing Brilliance has been lots of fun. As being someone this is the first time that I've ever done Unleashing Brilliance, I found it a very fun experience. For those who are hesitant, you won't regret it.
It's been a great journey of Unleashing Brilliance 2023, and I hope that I'm invited back next year.
We've both enjoyed being a part of this amazing Unleashing Brilliance program, working with amazing teachers, amazing problem solvers to create and implement our ideas into the real world.
I'd like to thank Miss and all the teachers that put all this together, so we're able to try and create something that we'll like and we'll be able to present.
And hopefully the cake looks and tastes like a cake.
Yeah, and it works out alright.
Unleashing Brilliance. It's very fun, very good to study something that you like doing.
Especially with all your friends.
Yeah, it's engaging. We were able to do what we want.
And we want to try and share that information with people around us.
It was a very enjoyable time doing this.
Learned a bit more about agriculture.
Learned a bit more about teamwork and listening to other people.
Yeah. And as an all, we would like to thank Miss Lang and the other teachers for putting this together.
Yeah, helping us walk around and get ideas. People tell us what they think would be a better option.
We've had a really good time this year being a part of Unleashing Brilliance, and we hope to do it again.
Thanks for having us at Unleashing Brilliance. It's been great to get together and create stuff and get our hands dirty.
Thanks to Mrs. Hughes and Mrs. Lang for organising it for us.
Thank you.
So the boys have worked together collaboratively, are working on their communication and their 4C skills. They've developed their friendships, their ability to research projects and to work on something that they're interested in. We're happy that you have been able to join us tonight to see the work that the boys have completed, and we hope that you have an enjoyable evening.
Thank you.